Hey there friends, welcome to another video. Today I will be installing a 3-pole switch here. I got one of those bathroom heaters. It's got the light and fan and heater or exhaust, light exhaust, and have a couple of these in different bathrooms, and I got a 2-pack off of Amazon. I'll link that in the description below. It's about $11 or something. But one of the buttons on both of them that we use quite a bit, it just kind of, it seems like it was just getting stuck in the middle, so it's not getting that snap over. And so sometimes you push it and it's almost like it's fizzling. It sounds like maybe like it's a little sparking in there, so maybe a connection is a little off. So I got these ones here. I got a 2-pack, is around I think around $15 or something like that. So it's quite a bit cheaper than buying them by themselves individually. So I'm going to go ahead and be installing these, and yeah, I'll show you how to do it. Just make sure your power's off and take all safety precautions. You need a wire tester to make sure that you do not have any hot lines or anything. And yeah, we're going to do that. I'll show you how to do that, and let's go get these installed, shall we? Yeah, so see how this one's kind of getting stuck there, like on and off. And what it is these little switches in here, that plastic part is broken off there. And so when that breaks, it doesn't rock back and forth very well, and it can get stuck in different spots. So I mean, it'll still work, but I don't want it to get stuck in a different area, like not working. And that can just pop off, because that's the only thing holding that on there, really. So it'll still work, but I don't like that. So we're going to be replacing this here. So we want to make sure that we turn this off. So we're going to go to the breaker box and make sure that this is off. So you're going to need a little voltmeter and a flathead screwdriver. So let's go out to the breaker box. All right, most breaker boxes are in the garage if you live in a regular house. Here's a voltage tester. I think I called it a voltmeter. I don't know, either way. So you just want to make sure that it's on and functioning correctly. So you should be able to stick it in somewhere and test for electricity. Didn't get a hit on those, which is kind of weird. It's really weird. So I might need to change the batteries in this, because it's not hitting on anything. So that's not good. Need to make sure that this is actually, it's not reading anything. That's weird. Okay, so our breaker box is out here in the garage. And then if you look at some of these, usually they're kind of labeled as to what you're looking for. So we're looking for like a master bathroom. So here's FLH, so fan light heater combo on this one here. So it looks like it's the last two there, and it says bath fan. So probably these two right here, I would guess. So we're going to turn those off. And then we're going to go back in the house. Probably have to change my batteries on this, I'm guessing. I'll make sure this works first before, that way I know that we're doing the right thing here. So we don't want to be undoing our switches when we don't know if there's power or not. So let's make sure this is working. Okay, so that's the neutral. It's working in the hot one. So we're good on that. Okay, so it is definitely working. So now we can go back to our switch, take off the panel, and get that switched out. So you need a flathead screwdriver, probably a Phillips head screwdriver as well. So we'll get our Phillips head, and then we'll go back over there. Okay, back in the bathroom. none of the switches are working here. My power's all off. So I'm going to take that off and then make sure we test again. So let's do that. Okay, so here we go. Got my flathead screwdriver. And we'll just unscrew these. I like to loosen it most of the way. And then just get the rest with my hand while I'm working, getting another one started. So sometimes when it's loose, it can like kind of slip out. So plus this one kind of tends to go off in different directions. So I do need a new panel here too, because this one's cracked, but oops, dropped it anyways. But I haven't been able to find. I'm trying to get those either get those nylon ones, which are supposed to be unbreakable, or the metal ones, which have a little bit more strength to them. All right, got my screws. They're all the same length. If they're not, you can kind of pay attention to that. Okay, so a lot of times these will be stuck on because they've been painted or whatever. You can just take your screwdriver and just kind of give it a tap there, and it should kind of loosen it up a little bit without breaking it. This one they're pretty good. All right, there we go. Break free a little bit. It just sticks into that into the paint or whatever. So just kind of tapping around breaks it free. Once again, we're going to test in an outlet that we know is working. Okay, we still got light here, so this is still working. And nothing is showing hot on here at all. Okay, so now we can unscrew this. And this is a flat or a Phillips. I prefer Phillips if I can. Just unscrew this one here. So these have lasted quite a while. I think I've had this one might be the original with the house, so it doesn't really owe me anything. That. I'll just kind of pull that out. Okay, so this is a little bit different one than what we're working with here. We got the common, and then it says push to release. Well, this is an interesting one. I haven't really ran it. It's got little holes here, and it says push to release there. So I need something small, maybe a little screwdriver to put in there. And I'm just going to test once more. I'm going to test these wires to make. Sometimes if you tap this, it does that little, gives you a hot signal. So I just want to make sure that, oops. That we are absolutely good. Why does it give me a beep there? So I don't like that. I think these are definitely not hot, but I don't know if it's shaking a little bit, so it's kind of weird that it's giving me a beep when there's no beep there. It should be just beeping like that if it's hot. Okay, we are definitely good. Okay, so I need a little tool to push into there. I'm guessing a little screwdriver or something we can push in there, and that'll release these. So I have to go get a small screwdriver to get that. All right, this is the smallest one I could find. So push to release. And that is not. Oh, there we go. Okay. Just push pretty hard and then it releases it. There we go. So push in there and that pops it out. That's kind of cool. There we go. Okay. Oh, crud. Well, I was supposed to keep an eye on which one was the actual one that came out of here. I need my common one, and then I need my other ones. I need to know which ones is where, so I'm gonna have to stop my video and go back and see. Yeah, right. Well, these are the three, and those are coming out of that one, and then this one's coming out of that one there. So, and then I pulled it off. I just need to be cognizant of that, which one's coming out of where. Okay, so your common one is going to go over on this one, common terminal. So common, and I guess we could slide these in there too on this and push to release, I guess. So let's see here. Well, I think there's a little tool on here where you can bend. Is that right? Where you can just bend the wire. It'd be nice. If I put it in here. Hey, look at that. I thought I was going to have to go get some pliers. So we can just put that on there. Let's take this one out. I think I can get that around there now, maybe. There we go. Okay, there's common. And we just have our other ones. We just push them in there. Oops. Should be able to just push it in there, right? There we go. There we go. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, that broke off in there. So we're just going to overcome and adapt. Man, that's just absolutely amazing. I'm gonna get some pliers so I can bend that over. Be right back. So, well, okay. Get that. There we go. And some people are like, hey man, I didn't come to watch a half-hour video on how to do a light. And a lot of times they just want to watch some professional do it like instantaneously or something. I like to show everything instead of just cutting it out and editing, because you never know when you'll run into something like that where something breaks off or you miss something or whatever. So I try to show everything that I run into, all the issues and stuff like that. So therefore, if someone else has a certain problem too, because anyone can just be like, all right, here's what we had, and oh, now we're all done. And even if you ran into some problems, And who knows, maybe if you're a DIYer, you're going to run into the same problem I'm running into. So maybe it's nice to have just to be able to show that, you know, like, hey, this went wrong. How do I fix this, you know? Okay, before I get that all the way on there, I'm going to go ahead and go back out to the breaker box. I'm going to turn that on and make sure that it's working good, and then we'll just tighten the rest of it down. All right, power's back on, light comes on, fan comes on, heater comes on. Okay. Now I know that's working. Test with my my switch here, see if it's going to be all good there. All right, so it kind of wants to be over a little bit. Just got to make sure that this is situated correctly. And sometimes you just have to mess with it a little bit. Move that over. Okay. Pretty good in there. And when we tighten it down, it should kind of snug up a little bit. So, I think if I get this one in there, mess with it if it's not looking the way we want it to look, you know. I think that looks all right. And usually I don't like to get them too tight yet. Try to just do a little bit, each one a little bit at a time. And then go around and kind of snug it down so it's more uniform, I guess. Sometimes you make one side really tight right off the bat. So clearly I need a new faceplate. Home Depot, these ones, I'm trying to get one of those metal ones. I should just go on Amazon and get it. Have a better selection, you know, obviously, than in a hardware store. You're going to have more availability. So I do like the metal ones a little better. They seem to be a little bit sturdier. You can see the crack we got going here. So I don't think it's all the way through, and maybe, I don't know if it just got this. I think this is a nylon one, but still. Okay. That's how it's supposed to be. Just snap in and out and not have any issues. Okay, friends, I know this is kind of long, but like I said, I like to show everything, what I do, not make a bunch of cuts and just come in the video and like, all right, this is what you do. This is all, oh, now you're good, and don't show anything that went wrong and be like, man, that broke off in there. Now what do I do? Or I don't know how to get those out of there. How do I do that? You know, so I try to address everything that I run into, and not hoping that you run into something like that, but hoping that if you do run into the same situation, that you know how to fix it. So thanks for watching this video, guys. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.